Hi everyone, so here we are going to do Chapter 8, Exercise 11. So I went ahead and did it because my math sucks and I wanted to make sure I had the right answers before doing this video. So I'll just go through, explain what I did and why I did it, and then we'll call it good. So this is for Novik Corp. What we're trying to do is just fill out the general ledger with a account receivable and interest revenue, and then the payment on that. So we have on May 1st of 2016, we received a $5,500 with a 12-month payment period and a 9% rate note in exchange for an outstanding account receivable from R. Stoney. So basically what that is we, instead of having it just be an accounts receivable, which means it would be paid fairly quickly, generally less than 60 days, we're getting a notes payable, which is longer, and in this case it's 12 months. So to record that, we put the date first, and then we are going to debit notes receivable for the $5,500 and credit accounts receivable for the $5,500. We're doing that because the accounts receivable is basically switching to a notes receivable. So that's that part. Then we go on to our interest revenue. Accrued interest revenue on the R. Stoney note on December 31st of 2016. So we put 2016 here, and then we put interest receivable because it's receivable, and it's on our notes receivable. And then we have interest revenue, which is the money we made off of that interest. So to find the interest rate, or the interest here, we need to use our formula of, oh goodness, words are escaping me, the interest rate formula thingy, which is face value times annual interest rate times time in terms of 1 year, which equals our interest payment. So in that case, it would be the 5,000 here. I'm going to pull up the calculator so we can show it this way, sort of. So we have 5,500 times 0.09, because that's our 9%. And then we're going to times that by, I can't do parentheses. All right, we're going to switch to my other calculator because that way I can actually show you parentheses and everything. All right, so our formula is the 5,500 times 0.09 times parentheses 8 divided by 12. This threw me off at first as to why it's 8, because that like really threw me off. So it's 8 because you start on May 1st and you end December 31st. So you count May and you go all the way through December. So you got May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Yes, I'm not going to lie. I had to count on my fingers to figure that out. So 8 divided by 12 times the 5,500 times 0.09 gives us 330. So we put 330 there and there. Now here's the really cool thing about all of this. You have your, for the ending payment on May 1st of 2017, so fulfilling the terms of up here, yay, fulfillment, you have May 1st, 2017. You have your cash, because that, and you're debiting it. And then you have your notes receivable, because you're going to close out that account, or basically close it out. You have interest receivable, because you still have this interest here of how much you paid already. Oh, excuse me. And then you have your interest revenue of the remaining the 4 months. So because it ends May 1st, you don't count May in your revenue, in your interest. So it's only 4 months. So then to find that, you just, to find your cash here, you just take your 5,500 and you times it by the 0.09. And then you add that, which I'll pull back up my calculator. So then you have your 5,500 times 0.09 gives you 495. Then you just add that to your 550 or 5,500 to get your 5,995. That's how much the loan plus the interest rate, the interest will be. So then you just put your notes receivable, which is again the same number, 5,500. Then you can take your interest from here and you plug it in there. And then to find this, you can either do the formula we did already, the loan times the interest rate times the number of months out of the year that you were paying interest on, or you can just use a handy little trick called subtraction. Take your total here and subtract this and this from it, and what you're left with will be that answer. So, I apologize if this is kind of confusing. Please let me know if you have any questions. And I hope you all do really well on the homework. Have a great night.